What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a long time since I filmed a vlog and it feels good. But today we're going to be working on my 1974 BMW 2002. So in case you do not follow me on Instagram, my BMW 2002 is going to be in the 2026 Chicago Auto Show. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Now, in order to bring this car to the show, I have to detail it, and there are going to be a few steps that I'm going to take with this one. Now, the first steps I'm going to take on this car is obviously to wash the car. This is going to be at the auto show after all, and this car has to be clean. So we're going to give it just a last 5% polish. The paint is pretty good, and if you look at this thing from, say, 5 feet away, it looks pretty good. Now, another concern is the weather. You come out here and, well, it is snowing, and currently it's 28 degrees, so that's not bad, that's doable. And yes, the roads have been really salty, but I think the first steps with this is to get the car started. Now, per the rules of the show, I had to have this fuel tank at 1/8 of a tank, and it already is. Off camera, a few days ago, my dad and I drained it from 3/4 to 1/8 of a tank, and I have extra gasoline right there, but that also means to drain the fuel, I ran the fuel pump, and this car also sat for a long time. So there's a chance the thing doesn't start. So that's gonna be the first priority. Now, another huge thing that is held against me in this case is the fact that this car hates the cold. It is a carbureted car after all, and Lord knows if it'll start. Also, this gauge cluster, I rebuilt. That was off camera, I should have posted about it. Anyways, I don't know if she's gonna start focus camera. Okay, fuel pump, primed, ready to go. Oh, come on. Ugh. So as you can see, when I turn the key, you can hear the starter. The starter is, oh, holy shit. Okay, that just worked. Yes, okay. She's running, it's a little bit choppy. Yes, okay. Oh, it smells terrible. Okay, let's move it outside. Okay, handbrake down, reverse. Okay, we're moving. I'm probably gonna let this car run for a minute, because once I get outside, we are probably screwed. But holy crap, we're outside. I gotta be honest, this car looks really good in the snow. I've never driven this car in the snow at all, because it doesn't have snow tires. And also, if I put it in the salt, it'll probably rust immediately. But honestly, this shot is pretty sick. As you can see, the paint looks really good, but it is dusty. It has been pretty dusty in the garage for a little bit. But oh my God. Yeah, also it is quite slick outside, but she's running, and that's good. So the next steps is to actually get water and the hoses, everything set to go to wash this car. So something I just noticed, I know the car is really loud right now. We're fine, it's just cold, I hope. I mean, that's not great, but actually I think the idle's really high. Love carbureted engines, man. It's just cold outside. We're fine. So I have a solution for the hose right here. So basically, I ran a hose, I have a sink in there. So I just ran the hose, got an adapter for the sink. So hopefully this works. Next, pressure washer's right there. Let's hook it up. Okay, now the one thing I don't want to have happen today, which I don't think it will, is the water freezing. So I'm doing hot water in the buckets right now, and hopefully that's fine. Oh my God, this is like burning my hand. So we have hot water, and the car is still running, so we should be fine, but the car might not start after I wash it because it's so cold. This car hates the cold. So I'll see you guys in a second once these buckets fill up. All right, so I have the buckets filled. Oh shit, almost slipped there. Yeah, and you can see it's snowing. But this thing's been running for a little bit. Actually got up to operating temperature, so there we go. I think it'll start after. If not, I'm pushing it. Now it is definitely cold outside, so I'm gonna wear a jacket. If you guys were concerned about me not wearing a jacket, I am. Also, 2026 is the year of the longer hair. In case you guys notice, my hair is longer. But I'm just gonna get started on this car. There's really no easy way to do it. You guys have seen me wash a car before. We're going to wash the car, we're going to decon the car, and we're gonna polish the car. But first, when you start with wheels, it is cold outside. I really hate myself for doing this, but hey, you do it because I'm going to the auto show, so it's kind of important. last rinse took way longer than it should have because the water actually started freezing, because it is like 28 degrees outside. But now the thing is, will this car start? Okay, it's in neutral. Yes, it's in neutral. Yes! Woo! Okay, I'm gonna try not to die as I put this in the garage. Come on, come on. There we go. There it is. Done. Woo! Okay. It is cold. It is cold. It's cold. Good to go. Okay, now towel. Alright, so we're drying the car now. I'll talk to you guys in a minute when I'm done drying the car. Alright, so now the car is actually clean, and there were icicles on this car. It's so cold, my hands, they're freezing. So next steps for me is I'm gonna have to move this car over here to polish it. That's gonna be in a little bit. And the homie Evan, you guys haven't met Evan yet, he's quite the character. He's gonna be coming over and helping me with this car. But I think right now we're gonna run the heat in the garage. I'm gonna go eat something, then I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, and we're back. So, as you guys can see, I have my lovely heater on right now, and I'm dreading this part of the vlog because now I have to swap these cars around. This side of my garage is a lot more room to polish a car. As you guys know, I polish all my cars on this side of the garage. So I have to let all this lovely heat out and swap the two cars. And first, moving the GTI. Okay, so I haven't really shown this car on the channel to you guys. This is my dad's car actually. Mark 8 GTI. This car, if you follow me on Instagram, I got a reel with 5 million views with this car. Cold start. Not bad. Yes, there is an Instagram reel out there with this car, and it has 5 million views. I got this car stuck in the snow, and for some reason, that video clicked, and there's a video on my Instagram with 5 million views on it. For some reason, I don't know why people like me getting stuck in the snow, but hey, I'll take the views. It's more than I'll get on YouTube. All right, so here's where this detail gets a little bit more technical. So, as a detailer, you do not want to polish a car all the time. You don't want to polish it all the time. This car was last polished about a year and a half ago. And that was a in-depth polish because this car was bad. It was decent, but it wasn't great. This car was repainted, I think, in the early 2000s. And this car was restored, but it was not restored very well. So the steps I'm gonna take is one, I have to tape up a lot of the areas of rust and corrosion that I do not want to hit with a polisher and get it on my pad. Now, number two, I'm going to be using Co-Chemi Micro Cut. Why? Because this is the least aggressive. This is a 3 on their scale of how much cut out of 9. So it's going to be, it has an 8 on the gloss scale and 3 in terms of cut. The pad is the same thing. This is it is purple and it's soft. It has the S on there for soft. So this is gonna be barely cutting into any of the scratches. Now it will get some very fine scratches from when this car was being washed or wiped down, but it's not gonna get any deep contaminants out. But that is the approach that I'm gonna do with this car. I've polished this car before, I know this paint, and there's plenty of it left, I've checked. So we're just gonna be barely cleaning up what's on the paint and hopefully just give it that last 5% of gloss that this car needs to be at a show of this scale. And before I start the detail, I'm actually gonna time myself starting now. Let's see how long it takes for me to do a 1-set polish on this car. Alright, so I'm roughly halfway through this car. The hood is done and this whole side is done outside of that pillar and the roof. But now, I'm gonna actually save the trunk for last, and here's why. As I explained earlier, this car did not really want to start earlier. That's because this might have a low battery. So I'm gonna leave a charger on this battery, and hopefully we can give some more juice to this car. It should just, aha, that feels safe enough. Positive. Good. And a lot of that is due to the fact that when I go on Wednesday the 4th to bring this car downtown, I do not want this car to die when I load it off a trailer. So we're putting this car in a race trailer and we are bringing it downtown because, one, I spent way too much time on this car cleaning it. Second, it's Chicago in February. The weather could be hit or miss. I don't want to drive this car downtown. But I'm worried that if it comes off the trailer and it doesn't want to start, it's not gonna be good. We can always push it, but I want this thing to be at peak operating performance if we do need to drive this car inside.
One eternity later.
All right, so I'm around 90% done with polishing and it has been 1 hour, 45 minutes. I'm not proud of that number. But now I have to hand polish a few things. I'm gonna hand polish these C-pillars. Some parts on the front and on the rear are really small and hard to get to with a polisher. Even with a 3-inch, something like this, the A-pillar is like, that's really hard to get to. But I'm also gonna frame this car. So I'm gonna just shine up everything and frame the car so it really pops out when it's at the show. All right, so I just got done doing these last little pillars, just hand polishing, but there's only one man I know that can pull off driving a Volkswagen Jetta with a manual. Evan in the house, boys. Oh crap. Oh boy, I have neighbors, dude. Oh shoot, I'm sliding. What's up?
Hello everybody.
I can't even see you. So this fine lad, Evan, is helping me fix my doors because yeah, that's no bueno for auto show, especially when Sun Kang and oh Jesus.
Yeah, that's not a fun
I've had that on here like 3 times. I've literally done that on camera 3 times where it's literally been just like
this
popping.
hinge just not being in place.
If you want to fix that, then go ahead. I'm not gonna say that.
But the issue isn't the hinge and aligning it. The fact is there's a couple issues. Number one, if the door is misaligned, that would be one thing. But considering I can roll this down,
Dude, you're so much taller than me on this camera. Like I'm so much shorter.
see it closes almost perfectly with the door lower, and as you can see this angle right there, there's a small difference in angle.
Yeah.
That's because the glass itself is not out of its track, but it needs to be realigned.
Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna do isopropyl alcohol on the body, just to get rid of any polish I left on there. Evan is working on the door. He's pissed at me because my door hinge is broken.
It's just stupid. Both are broken in a different way. You know what cars don't do that? Jaguars.
Shut up. Okay.
A BMW is more unreliable than a Jaguar.
Okay, so as Evan works on fixing my door, I'm gonna show you guys what sort of products I'm using to protect the paint. So I'm using a Turtle Wax graphene paste wax. This stuff is really nice. I also just like applying paste waxes. I don't know why. And then the Turtle Wax spray on coating. This goes on top after the wax is cured for like an hour or 2, and it usually makes water and dirt and dust not stick on it. So this should be good and something that is relatively easy and easy to maintain as well. Now that the exterior is clean and the interior is clean and the windows for the most part, besides the spray coating, that's all that's done for the paint, but check this out. I ordered these stickers, so I'll put them on the window like this so people know my YouTube and Instagram. Kind of nerdy, but I like it, so I'm just gonna get to applying these. I also have to take a sticker off. But yeah, I'm thinking right here. All right, as my SD card is warning me that I'm running out of storage, the car is finally done. Now, this has probably been a longer video than you guys are used to, but there was a lot that I wanted to show. So I'm actually gonna continue the vlog tomorrow. So, because tomorrow we're gonna be loading it onto a racing trailer. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.